Hello, hello. Is this thing on? There we are. Forgot about my light blue and purple Glock. Like the first thing that I had a look at when I was like revealing us. Hi. It's the third Higurashi stream of I was gonna say today of the week. I feel like that's pretty good progress for, you know, me taking it pretty easy with just one chapter at a time, but I'm sure there are gonna be like at points where it's like, yeah, we might as well continue. Like that was like just over an hour or something. If not, I mean, I think these chapters have really been insightful as much as they've had a bit of nothingness as well. I also have Sammy Antha with me.
Hello.
Yeah, like the usual gang. I've really enjoyed it so far, both being able to spend more time with you, but also Higurashi.
Oh. Yeah. Hang hang hare.
Higan's like obsessed with that.
Me too. It's such a good opening theme.
Yeah. Also, hi Isa in chat. Thank you so much for being here, I guess, as honorary first, since we don't really got... I wonder if I could make that like a command somehow, and if you redeem it, it's like the first person gets like a yippee, and then the second person that tries it gets like a what, or something like that.
That'd be cute. Yippee!
Yeah. Alright. I don't really got too much to it now. Actually, I guess a little bit of a life update. Literally just updated my friends on this as well. Maybe employment, which also means maybe it'll be like extremely harder to get back into like streaming consistently, which is just horrible, but I think I do just need to grind away to at least get past my student loans. That would probably be like a milestone where I'm like, I could probably take it a little easier, but yeah. But fingers crossed. No guarantees.
Get that money.
Yup. Alright. Higurashi time.
Yay.
Bug off. Adulterine. As much as I love the soundtrack. In the previous... Okay, so we have just been doing one chapter each time. In the previous chapter, I think we're cooking. No more, like, questionable dad bullshit. I mean, the soundtrack already sounds like we're at home or something, or at least on the way back home, if I'm, like, remembering properly. But yeah, like, we saw Shion without her being absolutely ridiculed in front of 40-year-old horrible men. I feel like calling them men at this point is, you know, doing them a service, so crazy. A career, got it? Wait, what? Yippee, but also you gotta focus on the... Oh, career. You spelled it Korea. I applaud you for going for the closest sounding word, to be fair. I appreciate the intention. But yeah, it'd be like, not 9 to 5, but even like earlier. It'd just be life slop at that point, but I think it just... But I think I have to like take it upon myself to just make the most of like my downtime. Because when you have like the most amount of downtime, I promise I'll get into the game. When you have like so much downtime of like nothingness, like outside of like, you know, school and work and stuff like that, that it's so like every day mixes into each other and all that sort of stuff that you're like, yeah, I'll get around to it tomorrow. But like when you only have like 2 days left, you kind of have to do it then. I was spelling it Korea. Is it because of your British accent? Has that like phonetically influenced like how you say it? Oh, never mind. Okay, we're on our way to school, I think. I might have explained
Oh,
this before.
it must be the next day.
Yeah. I might have explained this before, but phys ed at our school is really just an exercise in disorder. See, we had a class for that. It was called DPA, Daily Physical Activity, on top of gym and pool class. Yes, we were really active. After some random warm-ups, the rest of the time is spent doing whatever. You're free to cause a ruckus or just fall asleep. I'm not really sure, but doesn't the Board of Education have some sort of curriculum for this? Something like, when you're this old, you should have this amount of physical ability?
I have no idea what you're saying, Keiichi-san. It's rather difficult to understand.
Her gym outfit.
Well, you see...
I love the colors that they go for. I'm like, either there's like a contrast here or she's like straight fuego with her hair combination. Like the red orange.
Fuego.
It's something like a rule for teachers to follow during class.
That's my best laugh. Maybe you weakling city folk need something like that. But do you really think us country-raised kids would lag behind in physical ability?
We're better athletes than you would think, Keiichi.
Oh, you're gonna be so goated. And to think of it, they might be right. If we all lined up for a race, there was a good chance I'd finish dead last if I didn't start off well. Let's just pray that when a brutal penalty game is at stake, the 100-meter dash isn't a club activity. On that note, I watch too much television, so I'm fantastically tired. I'll be using this time to catch up on my sleep. It's fourth period and I'm completely starved. If I don't sleep now, when will I ever? You're young. You have time. As I began to sprawl out on top of a pipe, Mion grabbed me by the collar. Hello, everyone. Hello, Wilbur. Good evening to you. I have 2 British people in my chat. What the heck are you guys? Actually, no, it's the weekend. I don't govern you.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Do you really think I'd let you sleep in peace and quiet?
I guess y'all have been on summer break anyway. Fuck me, I guess. With that look on your face, it'd require more courage to try and take a nap than not. Good grief. Which means, is it going to start again?
I don't know who's saying this. Maybe Keiichi. Or maybe Mio.
I don't think he
Okay.
wants to.
I'm gonna guess Mio.
Yeah.
Now, just killing time with idle chit-chat until the bell rings is impossible for us hot-blooded youth, isn't it? Shall we start a club activity?
I thought you were a geezer. To be fair, just pop in and say hi, and now I go back to sleep. So have a great sleep. That's so sweet. I appreciate you. Have good seas. Just as I thought, it's come to this. What's today's game? What's today's game? Said that weird. Now that this is happening, taking a nap is impossible. Not just that, with this sleep-deprived head of mine, I'm as good as minced meat. I have to get my brain into gear.
Nana thinks that we should decide what today's penalty game should be before we start.
I know some people get, like, annoyed at people that talk in third person, but I think it's kind of cute. Julia does it after all.
Aw.
Nana knows what's up. I've prepared something super special today.
She began to announce the cruel penalty game with a grand spinning flourish. But before she could do that...
I'm sorry. I have something that I wanted to do.
Of all people, it was Rika-chan announcing her non-participation. Even rare events do eventually occur. Oh my goodness, it's Higurashi, they're so crying. I don't see any tears. Hi, Megan. Are you out of work yet?
Hey.
Are you out of work slop yet? I personally love calling everything slop. I think it's just funny. I bet it's annoying to some people though. Life slop. Losing her timing, Mion spun like a top as she tumbled to the ground.
What? Huh? What's the matter?
No, you're still in work slop jail? That's terrible.
Are you not feeling well?
Oh, that's right. Mi-chan, she has to practice for the Watanagashi.
Oh, you have a set time. I didn't realize that. I thought they always, like, felt it out. I guess they just send you early if there's, like, nothing to look after.
That's right. It's this Sunday.
This Sunday. It's this Sunday. I don't know why I'm struggling.
Okay. It's this Sunday. Rika's in the middle of super serious training right now.
You're basically doing what I did with Kazuichi Soda. Like, but like
I'm losing my Satoko.
Yeah.
I guess this is
Ba.
Rika.
I've been working too hard lately, so my arms hurt.
I bet. Changing your account doesn't let you... doesn't give you any brownie points. I'm kidding.
I see. Well, there's nothing that can be done. There's no point in doing anything if we can't get everybody together. Today, let's just take it easy.
God. I think that's subtly adorable. It's like we're all in this.
Yeah, we can't have fun without Rika-chan. Oh, is that her?
I'm very sorry, but I'll try my best. Yeah, good luck.
I actually kind of appreciate the fact that, like, although it's my first time, you still like going through this the second time still can't like decipher who it could like possibly be.
It's impossible. I think I'm decently okay, but sometimes it really is just a mystery.
Inexplicable beach arc? I wouldn't call this a beach. More like physical activity time. What you mean? We're not the same person? Yep, not. I see.
Oh, but these gym clothes in Japan do look like swimsuits to me.
See, I thought they were swimsuits and then you put a shirt on. But like now watching Fooly Cooly again, I'm like, hello? Like, it is...
Why do they make the girls wear that? Let's get some shorts.
Yeah, what happened to... Because I'm like... Because this is not the only media where they do that sort of stuff. And I'm like, this is weird. I'm like, is it like shoulders are a no-go, but like bare thigh is okay?
Yeah.
We'll be cheering you on.
When Mion announced that today's club activity was cancelled, Rika-chan and Satoko headed off behind the school building. Only I was left alone, completely clueless as to what everybody was talking about. What was that about? Oh, I forget Japan has different gym clubs? Yeah, but it just seems like we don't believe in shorts anymore. I get like, especially having transitioned myself, it feels weird to have shorts like lower down. Like, I guess you get like a new waist, if that makes sense. So like they're generally just higher up, like in your body. But it's not even a case of that. It's not like the shorts are like going up that high. It's just We just don't have shorts. Is Rika-chan training for a competition or something?
Rika-chan is a shrine maiden for the Watanagashi, so she has to perform a ritual dance. It's practice for that.
Why don't you explain things in order? First of all, what is this Watanagashi? Next, what do you mean by shrine maiden? That's kind of crazy that, like, this game is called Watanagashi, but I guess, like, I don't know. It feels like we're only just, like, getting a mention of it. Maybe it's, like, the way it starts, though. I think one starts more, like, ominously with the, I guess, discovery of, like, rubble and all that sort of stuff with the town in Rika, but maybe that's just me. Last, what do you mean by ritual dance?
Huh?
Don't ha him. He's like basically like I don't know, like it's only been like a few months, I think, in this context.
Yeah. Didn't you get the notice at your house, Kei-chan?
Okay.
Wasn't it written there? The Watanagashi Festival is this Sunday.
Interesting. The way they make it sound, I'm like, maybe we're gonna get more time post the Watanagashi, just because it was kind of towards the end of the previous game. We'll see. We'll see. Huh? Come to think of it, I have a feeling Mom did say something about it during dinner the other day. The Watanagashi is a festival that happens at the shrine on a Sunday every June. It's very well, I think he's just quoting his mother.
Oh, or maybe not.
Ex-
It must have been one of them.
Yeah. But Watanagashi sounds like a pretty strange name for it. Is it something like the Lantern Festival, where they have a memorial for the dead by floating things down the river? Kind of close with this part.
Oh, I figured you might guess right, Kei-chan. The Watanagashi, or Cotton Drift Festival, is, as the name implies, where we set cotton adrift down the river.
The cotton you see is from futons or jackets.
I want a futon. I have no idea how much it would be, but sounds cozy.
Probably the same as a mattress.
So it'd be something like a futon memorial? They also pile futons up on the altar.
I guess it'd be her because he wouldn't know that. Or no,
Well,
no, never
maybe
mind.
it just means in general.
I see. I've heard of people leaving offerings of things like needles or kitchen knives to their ancestors, or to casualties of war. But an offering of futons is the first for me. I should have just kept reading. What's the history behind that? Mion tilted her head pensively.
I don't think there's a complicated backstory to it. The winters around here are pretty harsh, so things like warm futons and coats to ward off the cold are fairly important, I guess.
Ah, I just remembered something. It's
What?
kind of the perfect place to reveal if there are two people or not. Because, like, not attending would be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. In other words, it's something like giving thanks to the futons that took care of you during the winter then. Then the shrine maiden holds a memorial service for them and sets them adrift. That's what the Watanagashi is. I like have to like slow myself down with that word.
You got it, don't worry.
Mion and Rena indicated that I had the correct answer with a round of applause.
And you see, that shrine maiden performing the memorial is Rika-chan.
Oh, she's getting swole. It's a lot of hard work. The Rika-chan is the shrine maiden. Now that you mention it, Rika-chan does have a mystical aura about her.
Right? Right? Rika-chan in a Shrine Maiden outfit. Oh. So cute!
Oh no, your mic went all crackly.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Hold
No,
on.
it's okay. Maybe it's like a loose wire. But it was so cute that it broke your microphone.
Did my show cute sound really crazy?
It sounded like you were like glitching out of the matrix.
No, that's terrible. Okay, I'll try again.
Oh, so cute!
Better?
It certainly does seem like it would suit her. It might be cute. I finally get what you're saying. Rika-chan's training is for her performance as a Shrine Maiden then.
That would be it. Sorry, my stomach just growled. I hope I didn't pick that up. The Shrine Maiden has to purify a number of futons as part of the ceremony.
Also no.
Okay, good. It's practice for that. It's a lot of hard work.
The Shrine Maiden has to carry a large ceremonial hoe.
I don't know why a ceremonial hoe just took me out.
A large ceremonial
Oh, that's part of the rite. I'm so stupid. I don't know why I laughed.
Shrine Maiden has to carry a large ceremonial hoe as part of the rite, and it's really heavy for Rika-chan.
Well, Rika is being tiny. Exactly how heavy is that?
It's not even funny. Why am I laughing?
I don't even think I said the word. I like
You did
lost.
not. Exactly how heavy is that hoe? That's terrible. It's pretty heavy. Enough that Rika-chan has been practicing with a mochi mallet.
Oh, wait a minute. That's way too heavy. Forget about Rika-chan. That'd be rough even for me.
It's a sacred ceremonial hoe. If she dropped it by accident, it'd be big trouble. I don't even know who's saying that.
I still can't tell.
Yeah, what?
Well, it's a once-a-year kind of deal.
I really doubt this is her, but
All we can do is cheer from the sidelines. It'll be okay. She pulled it off last year.
Well, it can't be KJ. Really? Then the least I can do is cheer her on. Even something that little would help, right? I was rather curious about exactly how she practiced. Mion laughed as she shook her head. Okay, it's not that I'm like struggling to clear my voice or anything. I think my tonsils are flaring up again, like very subtly right now, and I'm like, great, good timing.
oh, that's horrible.
I'll
Hope you
pull.
feel better.
Thank you. Hopefully, I'll be able to pull through, but it might take the weekend off.
Okay. Leave her alone. If you go, Rika-chan will get all cute and won't be able to practice.
Hmm? I didn't quite understand what Mion was saying.
You see, Rika-chan doesn't like showing people how hard she works. Okay?
Or is this Mion?
So just leave her be.
I have no idea.
Yeah, there'd be more hesitation, if it's her usually. Even the always cool and aloof Rika-chan. There's times when she when she sweats while giving it her all. Because she was always so well put together, she didn't want people to see an ungainly side of her. It's not like I couldn't understand that feeling. All I can do is pray for her success, hun. You're best. Rika Furude. I'm cheering for you. Well then. I climbed up onto the pipe and plopped down on my side.
Oh,
I guess
think
that's
this is
us.
you.
Okay. Harangue, harangue, Rika-chan. In order to transmit more of my psychic waves of encouragement, I'll be entering a meditative state now. That.
So you're just going to sleep after all? Oh, yep, beat him. I love the sound.
The lackadaisical noontime ended up giving way to mind-numbing afternoon classes. Rebounding from yesterday's hunger, I ate too much for lunch today, leaving me in a horrible condition. I might have gorged myself a bit too much. I'll have to endure afternoon classes.
Keichiko, you had an amazing appetite today.
Yeah, you like starved the other day.
Basically, you always eat like a pig. But today was on a whole different level.
Way to make him feel great, guys. Yesterday I skipped lunch, right? That hunger just soaked right in. This time, no matter how much I ate, my hunger knew no bounds.
I get you. But really, Kei-chan, you always finish your lunch down to the last bite. Heck, even down to the last grain of rice. How about going on a diet?
Yeah, get into like toxic dieting culture.
Yes.
I will say, like, I know for me, like, I was raised on like basically cleaning your plate, and especially if you'd go to like
Me too,
another like
for
brown
sure.
auntie or whatever, they'd be like, you like shot their daughter like 3 times if you didn't finish the plate. God.
Yeah, I'm the same way, yeah. So now it's like, I really feel like I have to eat everything in front of me no matter where I am.
I think now as an adult, it's like, well, you spent $10 on it. You're gonna throw $2 away?
Yeah, you better freaking eat it.
How dare
if
you?
you spent $10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I gotta train myself out of that. Or at least just like get used to like packing leftovers, like me feels.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said me.
It feels.
How it feels. If you leave anything behind, it's rude to the person who put in all that effort. Hearing that, Mion's eyes momentarily widened in surprise, followed by a cool laugh.
Kei-chan, really? At first glance, you seem unruly and irresponsible, but you're actually pretty conscientious. Well disciplined or something like that.
Oh, yeah, Nana thinks so too. Keichikun is a lot kinder than he looks.
Both of them were trying to glaze me, but did a really bad job.
That's not true. I just wanted to say that there's a big gap between your appearance and your personality.
And I'm saying that's not a compliment.
Hey, Sonozaki-san, Maebara-kun, we're in the middle of class. How far do you get, Sonozaki-san? Bring your notes up here.
Startled, Mion vocalized a rather easy to understand utterance. She was so enthralled in the conversation, she had stopped working completely.
Doing alright. Star. You haven't progressed at all. You're in the highest grade, so you have to shape up.
That Mion. It looks like she's getting lectured. Poor bastard. Bastard.
Bastard. Hello? Oh, she really is an old geezer.
Fucking geezer ass bastard. That green girl she is.
Appearances can be deceiving, in other words. Actually, appearance may be the opposite of reality.
I sense like strong theming, like building. I guess because like this is being regurgitated, what we were saying on the field about Rika, and also the whole MION and Shion like stuff, right? Like, are they two different people? Like, that's gonna mess with us, or is it like, because there's that whole thing of growing up, especially, you want to look presentable. You want to look like you have it like all together and stuff like that when you're at school. But I'm sure that also extends to work now too. And then like the moment like you get home, you're like, whatever, like fuck this, and you're like butt booty naked on your like couch or something with like a plushie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally. You say some interesting things. Responding to Rena's seemingly profound statement, I turned my gaze to where Satoko was happily studying together with Rika-chan. Are you saying that brat Satoko is actually really meek? If I went by what Rena literally said, then that would be the case. I could hardly imagine Satoko being meek and gentle like a girl in some fairy tale.
Satoko-chan's been rude lately, but just a while ago she was pretty different.
So like the opposite of Mira Jane, I see.
She acted really spoiled and always... Yep. Keep this a secret from Satoko-chan, okay?
That Satoko? Acting so cute? Not biting my ankles? For Satoko to play quiet, I think that would have to be some part of some calculated plot. No, that is worded weird. Even if she was to hide behind someone, I wouldn't think it was because she was attached to them. But since it came up, I tried to imagine a gentle and coquettish Satoko. Coquettish? What?
I think coquettish.
Hey, Satoko.
Oh, great.
What is it, Oni-sama?
Satoko smiled cutely and walked towards me. By the way, for every 3 steps forward Satoko took, for some reason, I took 3 steps away.
Oni-sama, why are you running away?
Sorry, Satoko. For you to approach me with an affectionate smile on your face, I just have to think it's some sort of trap.
That's so mean! Oni-sama, you meanie! Wah!
So sorry. I didn't intend to be so mean. That weeping Satoko came closer to me. I'm a sucker for tears. Click? What? Does she have a revolver or something? Clank? Huh? A bear trap? Jesus Christ, girl. We're pushing 20 and you have bear traps? My leg was being clamped down on my jacket metal teeth.
Ho 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 ho! You fell for it.
We're gonna have to get like an amputation at this point. My god.
Now for the next part.
What, gasoline in a match? Satoko raised her arm triumphantly, and traps began to trigger one after another. Jesus Christ, girl. See, I was about to say, like, wow. It doesn't feel like she's been, like, maniacal lately. Like, I feel like that was kind of, like, a thing in, like, the previous, like, the previous game, but here we are, just everything at once, apparently.
Well, he's just imagining this. He was trying to imagine her being cute, but he couldn't do it at all.
So he imagined himself just getting properly mauled. That's crazy.
Yep.
Suddenly the ball sprang forward, throwing me 3 blocks away. I mean, yeah, I guess that breaks the immersion a little. And there I saw a giant metal bat covered in spikes hurtling towards me. On top of that, And okay. And the direction the ball would knock me was a giant guillotine.
I'm not really sure, but Keiichiko, you're not thinking of anything completely ludicrous right now, are you?
This is in character? I think so. Not really. Not at all.
That's a lie.
Lies.
You've got the kind of... yeah. Lies! You've got the kind of look on your face that says, I'm gonna be crushed by a giant spiked metal ball!
Ball? Was it not a bat?
Ball.
How
was a
could my...
ball.
Oh. How... Misread. How could I... How could my expression convey what I was thinking like that? Sorry. Imagining a meek and gentle Satoko is impossible right now. I'll try again in the next game. Next, I looked over at Rika-chan, who was working diligently on some kanji drills. In contrast to Satoko, her default state was meek and gentle. If Rika-chan came at me saying Onin-sama, I'd hug her. Faintly. I could get used to that.
Keiichiko, you're drooling.
You know, minus
Gross.
minus the drooling part, that's what hanging out with Yami was like. Just wanted to
Aw.
she
That's so sweet.
she's so huggable, Claire.
Aw.
Sorry. Then how about Rika-chan? Are you saying that her appearance is deceiving as well? Saying that out loud, I felt a tinge of doubt. Was Rika really all sweet? Despite her appearance, she really was quite sly. Sweetly, how do you put it? Evading things deftly? I get the feeling that Rika-chan isn't only just sweet. Her appearance is definitely deceiving. Oh.
Oh. Sorry.
Sorry, no, it's okay. I took over your line. I couldn't put exactly what I was imagining into words, but Rena managed to say what I want to do.
This sounds like a track from The Sims.
The
I don't know if you
song?
would know, but yeah. I just thought of that.
It sounds like a builder song. Like the UI is in like building mode or something. And you're like creating something.
Yeah.
She turned to me with an impish look in her eyes. Like she was saying, you shouldn't say something like that.
Ugh, who in the world could be saying this?
Her, of course.
When Rika-chan grows up, I'm sure she'll become an incredibly devilish beauty, with men wrapped all around her little finger.
Sure.
Don't you think that would be cool?
Rena said that lightheartedly, but I, as a man, couldn't laugh at that. The scary part about that was that it felt like it could be true.
Aw.
Noticing my gaze, Rika-chan turned towards me and let loose with an angelic smile. Both Rena and I, feeling as if that was directed towards us personally, had our hearts skip a beat.
Oh, so cute! So cute!
Rena, your nose is bleeding. Yeah, I can't tell. I guess they wouldn't be able to hear her from all the way over there. I don't know. Appearances can be
Yeah, I think it was Keiichi.
appearances can be deceiving, huh? Well then, what about our dear leader MION, our Lord and Savior? I stared at her as she tried to weasel her way out of her scolding by the teacher. By Rena's theory, the unrefined, calculating, conniving MION also had a side of her that believed belied appearances. Belied.
Belied, I think.
Then what you're saying is that MION, despite her appearance, is actually a good person?
Mi-chan is a good person.
Oh well, that is true. But what I'm trying to say is,
Yup. I know what you're trying to say, Keiichi-kun.
you think she's a bitch.
You think she's a bitch.
Catching on that I was struggling to express my feelings as words, Rena smiled even more brightly.
Know what?
I know you said that.
No,
Never mind.
no what?
Mii-chan is mysterious, right? She's a girl, but it's like she's a guy.
That's right. Trans people don't exist yet. Mion was more than aware that she was a girl, but it was exactly as Rena said. When Mion livened up the mood, it wasn't as though she felt like a guy or a girl specifically, but a friend of the same gender. Okay. Higurashi. If she were a guy, we'd probably be like two peas in a pod. Although, that's the same way it is right now. Haha, it's almost like the gender doesn't matter.
It really is almost like that.
But you see, even that Mii-chan is actually really feminine.
That's
Whatever.
okay. Rena, how much did Mion pay you exactly?
That's not true. Jeez, I'm trying to have a serious conversation, you know?
Rena began to pout. Now probably wasn't the right time to joke around.
Mii-chan is the club president, so she's trying hard to lead everybody. But she's really a very cute girl. I really don't want you to forget that, Keiichi-kun.
Rena's gaze focused off into the distance, beyond where Mion was. The Mion that I met at Angel Moore was unimaginably different compared to the Mion that I normally do, as if they were two different people. Flustered and hesitant from the unfamiliar job. I was a far cry from the brash and confident Mion. Oh, it was a far cry. Even though she had to hurry to work, she went through all the trouble to bring me food when I was on the brink of starvation. So her sister is making Keiichi, I guess, just softer around her, like less like abrasive and like, fuck you. And she did so, not as Mion, but as Shion. What exactly was Shion to Mion? What kind of person was Mion exactly?
Keiichi-kun probably couldn't even begin to imagine.
As if to say it was our little secret, Rena held her finger up to her lips as she giggled. Mion, finally free from the teacher's preaching, returned to her seat, cradling her head to hide her embarrassment.
This old man, you see, thinks that grade school is enough for everything you need to study for in life.
Saying that, she plopped down into her seat violently. Mion was actually real feminine. Right. I was wondering if I could meet Shion again. I wanted to talk to her again.
So shady to me.
Clang, clang. The principal waved around the bell that served as the school chime. The teacher rushed back to the blackboard and began to list everybody's homework assignments.
Whoa. It looks like there's gonna be a lot of homework today. Gotta buckle down.
Well then, that means even Rena?
Huh? What do you mean?
Appearances can be deceiving. Would that apply to you too?
Huh? Keiichi-kun, how do you see me? How?
The Rena Ryuugu that I knew sometimes took things too far, but was generally a kind and gentle ideal girl.
Really? Then that makes me happy, I guess.
Sorry for the applause outside. I guess my partying Filipino neighbors are, you know, out there drinking to their heart's content again. My God.
Good for
Sounds
them.
like,
Good for them.
yeah, good for them, but
I don't think I heard anything though, so you're good.
good for them. Cut it out in like an hour, though.
Yeah, knock it off.
If she was the opposite of what she seemed, that would make her.
And if I were really the opposite?
Her eyes look so close to like getting scary. Just try and sing it. What? Wait, what?
I think he's gonna say that's what her face is telling him or something.
Just try and sing it. I won't be mad. That's what I thought she meant. Rena is.
Uh-huh. Rena is.
Even if you were the opposite, you'd still be Rena, right? The question shouldn't have been so nerve-wracking to answer. Maybe it was because the person in question was staring at me, but even saying that took a strange amount of effort.
That's no fair, Keiichika. It bothers me when you say it that way. Oh.
Perhaps unable to endure my silence, Rena's face began to burn red with embarrassment.
Rena! Kei-chan! Let's go home!
Mia walked over and started getting ready to go home. Whenever school is over, she really does get noticeably more energetic.
She's so cute.
It was the same relaxing walk home as always. Digging around my pocket on a whim, I noticed something that should have been there was missing.
What's the matter, Kei-chan?
The key to my house I always carry around is gone. Man, where did I lose it? It's fine today since my parents are home, but still, this is bad. There's no Walmart around here for me to key cut.
That sure is troublesome. Did you forget it somewhere? Or did you drop it?
Which one was it? Did I take it with me this morning in the first place? Huh? I remember, I was probably in like grade 4 or 5, and we're going up, at nighttime to a, it was like a movie night or whatever that our school hosted, and they'd have like Toy Story playing. It was like great. You can like meet up with a bunch of the community and like your fellow classmates and all that sort of stuff, so that was cute. But we locked ourselves out of the house because we didn't bring like a key with us or anything. So from then on, I would now like either like, I wouldn't shout it, but I'd say like banana out loud or something random, and I would remember that I said that as an indicator that like I had my keys on me. Like I would like touch wherever my keys were on me, like lock the door, have my keys on me, and be like banana, and it's like, did I forget to bring my keys? I said banana, so I definitely did. It's like doing something memorable.
Kei-chan, did that key have anything that would make it stand out?
Yeah, it's on a keychain. It's a blue fur seal. Something I made for summer homework a long time ago. Wow.
Nice furry seal.
Careful about
Full
showing that
circle.
off.
Yeah, don't show anybody your furry seal, Keiichi.
Huh. Does it have its eyes shut like it's taking a nap?
Oh? How did you know? Yeah, that's it. Mia looked away and began to whistle. What the fuck?
See... You went for dinner at Angelmore a couple of days ago, right?
Jesus Christ. We're going here.
That night, the staff found a key. And there was a fur seal keychain attached to it.
As she said that, she suddenly grew flustered and added that Shion had told her about it. Huh? So I dropped it then.
But aren't you glad they found it? I'm sure they're looking after it for you.
It kinda doesn't make sense just because after that Shion came over to our doorstep. Sure. Sure, why not? That's right. Wait. Oh.
Oh. That's right. Why don't you go? Shion looks the same as me, so you'll know her by sight.
This was
Of course.
a rather unexpected development. Once again, I had no choice but to go and meet with Shion. I also had to thank her for the bento from yesterday. Besides, taking some time and chatting with this other side of MION might be interesting. Half-jokingly, I began to think about things like this. Right. Angel War, was it? I'll head over to Shion's restaurant and get my key back. While I'm at it, having a nice spot of tea might not be a bad idea.
You sound like an English gentleman. That totally doesn't suit you, Kei-chan.
Is this the restaurant? The one that Mi-chan's little sister is working at?
Yeah, why don't we go together, Rena?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I have plans with my father today.
Oh, you're going with your father to ridicule Shion? I see you.
Some other time.
Rena seemed pretty disappointed about having to miss such a great opportunity.
You said they're twins, but do they really look that much alike? Enough to mistake which is which?
Yeah, they're totally the same. At least on the outside. Unlike MION, she's well-mannered and really cute though. In response to my teasing, MION pouted and began to argue with me. I couldn't help but burst out laughing at MION's little farce. That is cute. The fucking, like, what the fuck does that mean then? Like, my twin's cute, but I'm not. After all, they weren't just identical, they were the same person. So you think. After going home, I changed my clothes and dug my bike out of the garage. Just thinking that I would be able to meet Shion again gave me a mysterious feeling. Shion, a name for a different kind of MION. I wonder if they're spelled similarly in like the kanji or whatever.
I think there's actually a tip that will discuss that at some point.
I might have already gotten it, to be honest. She was a mysterious and ridiculous person, believing she had fooled everyone like that. Actually, that'd make a lot of sense, because we looked over the Rena one. Or at least we discussed, how Ryuugu is... Is that?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they discussed Rena and her real name being...
Rena.
But... yeah. I don't think they got to MION though.
I noticed that I was pedaling along quite happily. Could it be that I was looking forward to meeting Shion? I felt a sense of giddy anticipation, like I was headed towards a new friend's house for the first time. What Rena said about MION actually being really feminine sprang to mind once again. The guilt from spying on another side of MION, the self-consciousness from being the only one that knew about that side, these feelings mixed together. That was Shion for you, MION's little twin sister. Until she felt like coming out and admitting she was MION, it was fine to just call her Shion, right? MION might be trying to have some fun by acting out a different perception. If I reached the top of the steep hill. The horizon expanded before me. I was almost at the station. The last time I wasn't embarrassed since I was here with Dad, but this time I was alone. I was strangely self-conscious about it. Meet Shion, get my key back. That was all this task was supposed to be. If I dawdled around like this, maybe Shion would find me before she headed in for work. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing, Keiichi Maebara? You're just here to get your key back, you know? It's not like you're some love-struck schoolboy here to hand over a love letter. The thoughts inside my head were slowly turning into a jumbled mess. I came to the realization that I was downright giddy. That's why, for just a bit, just a tiny bit, I got a little carried away and did something really stupid. I kicked over a parked motorcycle that was blocking the sidewalk.
Yeah, why would he do that?
Gangster! Bad boy alert! Damn!
Yeah, that was really cool of you, Keiichi. Wow. Destroying people's property.
It was in the way, sure, but there was absolutely no reason and no need for me to kick it. Watch it be hers. Like, you just broke her fucking, like, god damn it. I definitely think I got too carried away. Thunk, clap, crash. As the three bikes toppled one after another like dominoes, the loud noise they caused snapped me back to my senses. Oh, shit.
The hell you think you're doing?
The owners of the three bikes were right there. They looked exactly what you'd call thugs up to no good. They lifted their heads up in an unimposing manner and yelled angrily in a way I'd never heard before. The three of them beelined towards me, the worn down heels of their thin-soled shoes slapping noisily against the pavement. I could only stare listlessly, as if I were watching some far-off event that didn't concern me at all. By the time I realized it, I'd been grabbed by the collar and lifted onto my tiptoes.
Done be playing dumb. You knocked him over. The way they're like trying to express this dialect is so terrible. You knocked them over, didn't you?
Samantha, I didn't know you knew Dutch. I don't mean to insult Dutch. Yeah, like, do we go British with that?
Yeah.
I find that with
maybe
Dutch.
That's what I'll do.
With the Dutch language, it looks so fucking familiar. And I bet some of the words are exactly what we think they are, but just like, they look goofy to an English speaker. Because, like, why would you use that, like, letter? Like, redundant letter or whatever.
Huh?
The three thugs were completely ignoring the rules of grammar. Okay. But the way they spoke was enough to make me tremble. Their subtitles were so off, it seemed, like IRL. Just like that, my composure drained away. My legs buckled and my throat grew dry enough to crack. I'm sorry. You like fucking booted the thing. I don't want to hear accident.
Accident my ass. Just spelled accident wrong for no reason. It doesn't, like, change the way you would say it. You kicked it, didn't you, dumbass? I can't.
Ringo, stop. I was completely at fault, so there was nothing I could say in my defense. I need Egan here right now, like, doing his Ringo Starr impression, because that's, like, the best for this. As a result, I was pulled even higher.
The hell, man? The paint's all scuffed. Yo, brat. Who put you up to this, eh? I can't. This is your Gerdam fault.
This is how it feels to go to...
Stupid.
This is how it feels to go to Scarborough, actually. That's what it is. I, like, walk into Scarborough Town Center and, like, the roadmen, the Toronto roadmen are just like, this is your goddamn fault. The three of them continued to yell at me. I had no idea what each of them were saying. Getting further enraged that I was only listening while dumbstruck, they grabbed an empty plastic crate from a nearby store and began to smash it repeatedly against a telephone pole. As I was reading that, I'm like, against his head? You just like bleed out and die.
Whoa.
Cracks formed in the crate, plastic shards flying everywhere. They then slammed it full force into the shuttered storefront. Smash! The shutter let out a frighteningly loud noise. Still not satisfied, they flipped over a case of empty cans, scattering its contents all over the place. Then they weren't empty. This is not normal. It was something you saw often on television or in manga, but I never thought seeing it in person would be this terrifying. I became painfully aware that the safety of civilized society was only held up by such a frail concept as morals. My knees clattered together noiselessly. Static began to pepper my vision. This is what you would call absolute terror. I love how we're getting this already, like this sound effect or whatever. You know, back in my day, like, we would get chased by the entire fucking village and just, like, I don't know, being slowly, like, whittled down and hunted.
Oh my gosh.
There was nothing I could do to stop this frightening spectacle of violence. Why don't you just, like, claw at your neck or something, like last time? I could only pray for help. The fear I felt was just too much. Would somebody help me? My gaze floundered about the surrounding area. I was gonna get embarrassed when, like, Shion bails him out. I was surrounded by these three hoodlums. No way would there be a passerby brave enough to intervene. Maybe this is what you call reaping what you sow. If I were a passerby, there would be no doubt that I'd ignore what was going on. But this is somewhat of cosmic retribution. Don't try, like, rationalizing it. Like, you literally just kick their fucking bikes.
Yeah. Fucking say something. I can't. This sucks.
Wanna go for a cuppa after this?
Yeah. I'll fucking stab you. They have like no idea what dialect they're doing.
Angry, yelling loud enough to rattle my eardrums, spewed forth right in front of my face. Maybe that's why he's terrified. British people.
Yeah, that would do it for me too.
My waning consciousness was forcefully dragged back to the forefront. The thug had cocked back his free hand and twisted his body, when suddenly a metallic taste filtered through the back of my throat. A chill ran down my spine like a jolt of electricity. Seeing what was going to happen next, I squeezed my eyes shut as tightly as possible and grit my teeth.
You're making quite the ruckus, you stupid pieces of trash. Get out of my sight.
Could be Shion. Could also be the store owner. The voice is a short distance away. Still holding me by the collar, the three thugs spun around to look behind them. Yeah!
The fuck you say?
Standing there was Shion. I mean, Mion. She stood there. She ate so hard, displaying an imposing stature that I'd never seen before. She didn't have the same look on her face as she did when we were playing around during Glen. Those were the eyes that would instill fear in anyone who looked upon them, the eyes of a raptor. Well, yeah, she feels like she's 2 seconds away from going, mine! They were the epitome of terror. At the same time, they were the most reassuring thing in the world.
I'll only say this one more time. Let go of Kei-chan and get lost.
Mion, without an ounce of fear, laid down her ultimatum. Of course, there was no way those three wouldn't go absolutely berserk. The situation instantly turned explosively dangerous.
You fucking bitch. I can't. I'll fucking bash your head in.
I can't wait to like pay attention to like the Umi Neko or Higurashi panels or whatever. And like they're just like, so what was your favorite part? And just be like, yeah, when they had like British thugs in the middle of rural Japan.
Yeah.
Stop it, Mion. These guys are like rabid dogs. No, no amount of bluffing will work. But Mion, it's dangerous. So I knew what I was saying was pathetic. But I couldn't let Mion get involved in this. No matter how you looked at it, Mion was only bluffing. But did Mion even know the meaning of the word bluff? However, the reason behind everything soon became apparent. They were slowly increasing in number, little by little. At first, it was only businessmen on their way home stopping to take a look. Then, it was housewives in the middle of shopping taking a gander. Next, what seemed like the owner of some store showed up, and it was pretty clear he wasn't just looking. Around Mion, there was already about 7 people gathered. It felt different than people coming out to support a friend. If I had to say why, it was because the group that gathered was diverse in age and gender. The 3 thugs seemed to slowly realize that there was something strange about the situation.
Who the hell are these guys?
Behind them at some point, 4 more people of different clothes and ages had gathered. A girl who looked to be in middle school, a man wearing a bakery apron, an old lady in a house cleaning smock. More and more people of various ages. Their gazes comparable to Mion's were of hostility, of intimidation. Before I realized it, over 10 people had formed a ring around us. That happened to me in grade 5. Or no, not grade 5. In grade 1, actually. I nearly got suspended.
What? Why?
Because I gave my best friend at the time a nuggie, and it was like, he was like crying like really badly from it. and like the principal's
No.
like, fuck this person. And like they apprehended me, and being the gaslighter at that age, right? Like I would have been like 6 or something, or yeah, like 5 or 6. I was like, I didn't do anything.
I thought you said grade 5. What was grade 5?
No, grade
to
1.
you?
Grade 5 was the people surrounding us were in grade 5, and they were chanting, fight, fight, fight. But I was...
2 literal babies? That's crazy.
Yeah. So on the 4th day of 1st grade, I nearly
flies
got
out there.
suspended.
That's horrible.
There were some familiar faces, some of our classmates. Then these people were residents of Hinamizawa. More and more people from Hinamizawa gathered around. In obvious contrast, the residents of Okinomiya were passing by as quickly as possible.
The fuck are you guys?
I almost like to headcanon that they're so, like, gangster that they picked up some, like, broken English or whatever. So, like, in the Japanese, like, version, they're just, like, Japanglishing, essentially.
Go the fuck away.
The group surrounding us had suddenly swelled to around 20 people. Completely encircled, the face of the thugs began to show the first signs of panic. Nobody spoke a word, Mion included. It made everything completely unnatural, and depending on which side you were on, completely terrifying. Only the thugs' voices echoed out like they were screaming. Somebody took a step forward, closing the gap between them. I guess this is kind of comparable to like how the village would act with like betraying the Onikakushi and what with Hanagashi and stuff. As they did, everybody else took a step forward, shrinking the circle. The hoodlums went pale as they were pushed together, back to back, while still yelling angrily. I'll probably take a note of this and think, this could be how the game ends as well, but it's like towards us instead. And we start to see a little bit more of a sense of community that we're directly a part of rather than attending the festival as like a group of friends. Maybe. They were trying to string together vulgarities. Vulgarities? But for some reason it sounded like they were crying out for help.
All right. What's going on here? What's going on?
It was sudden. A solidly built officer cut his way through the crowd.
OMG, could it be?
Could it be Mr.
Maybe not.
Tastes Good? At some point, 2 police cars had arrived. Some passerby had undoubtedly called for them. Several burly officers appeared from inside the second vehicle.
Oh, officer, good timing. There you go. The extortionists caught red-handed. Please arrest them. The fuck? This brat's the one that's wrong here.
Mion, returning to her usual self, was nonchalantly pointing out the hoodlums to the police. Of course the thugs were furious. Yeah, because it was your fucking fault. But now that it had come to this, there was nothing they could do. It was their loss.
Okay. Come over here for a sec. Come on already.
The officers handcuffed the thugs and dragged them towards the police car. Patrol cars. I mean, I guess they assaulted us. We kind of deserved that. The game's the game, I guess.
The fuck? Let me go. We're the victims here. Are you listening, damn it?
No matter how much of a ruckus they caused, the officers paid no heed. If I ever, like, sometimes people like to, like, voice act stuff, like, at, like, conventions and things like that. This would be the scene. This would be the scene that would just get me, like, cackling. In the blink of an eye, they were crammed inside the 2 vehicles. They could still be heard yelling while inside the police cars. What they were saying was no longer intelligible.
What?
The image of them just like them like molding.
Are you alright?
Our goat is back.
Yup. Are you injured?
He was probably a detective. What gave it away? The red suspenders? The man leading the police peered at my face. No, not really.
Foo. Well, that's a bit of a silver lining then. Well then, have a good year.
The portly man, after taking a quick look around, addressed the crowd.
Thank you, citizens, for your timely report. Thanks to your efforts, we were able to keep the peace today. It's a wonderful thing. Hoo.
Thank you for your hard work, Detective Oishi. As a citizen, I thank you for your daily effort. It's an honor for a detective from the 1st Division to come out all this way.
The way Shion talked didn't have a very pleasant tone.
It was a coincidence. I happened to hear the call over the radio on my way back from the prefectural office. I just made a little detour.
Please keep up the good work. I pray for success in your future endeavors.
Hoo 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 hoo. Oh, shucks. It's a good thing there were no injuries, though. Oishi-san. I don't know who that is. We're done here. Let's go.
It's like the cops.
Yeah. Well then, have a good year. I'm sorry. Could you make way?
The detective named Oishi, after jovially making pleasantries, lumbered over to the waiting police car. It quickly set off, disappearing down the city street. It was over so quickly. So quickly, I was dumbstruck. I didn't even get to ask the officer what was going on. It was like they came here quickly to disperse the mob before any trouble could start. After making sure the police cars had left, Mion snapped her fingers sharply.
Alright, that's a wrap. And don't come back.
That was a signal. The tension melted away in an instant as everybody began smiling. A middle-aged man helped me up.
Are you okay, young Mayabata? Next time, pick your fights a bit better.
It's not like I wanted to fight.
Are you hurt anywhere? If you hit your head, it would be a good idea to get an x-ray.
An older lady, I didn't know the Nima was concerned about my injury.
You were lucky this happened right in front of the station when it was busy. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to gather as many people. Next time, be more careful. City kids these days are pretty unruly.
I was even warned by
Is
the
my
old...
mic sounding weird?
I think there was like a teeny tiny bit, but seems fine to me.
Okay. Okay.
I was even warned by the old lady in the smock. As Shion finished applauding the dispersing group for their efforts, she strode over to me.
Well, well. You're pretty good, Kei-chan. But I also think you should be more careful about who you pick a fight with.
But thanks, Neon. You saved my bacon there.
Like I said, I'm Shion.
She made a troubled expression as she turned her gaze downward, blushing in her embarrassment.
I heard from my sister. That first seal keychain was yours, Kei-chan?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was just heading to the restaurant.
Sorry.
Okay.
And you ended up feeling so excited that you got mixed up in something weird?
And now it was my turn for my face to go red. I didn't want to admit that she was spot on. Well, I was just unlucky. Unlucky how? But you really saved me, Shion.
You don't have to thank me. So, if you see somebody else getting bullied, help them out, okay? We value that kind of thing very highly here.
I was well versed in that sense of camaraderie. I like hear that word all the time, but I've never said it out loud. But the way I was rescued just now, something seemed a little off about that. While I was helped out, it was honestly to an almost disturbing degree.
You're coming into the restaurant, right? You must be tired, so why don't you relax for a bit? My treat.
Aww. Seems that she caught the glimmer of suspicion in my eyes. Without waiting for my answer, she began walking. Higurashi when they stare.
Fake prom.
After cooling off a bit inside the restaurant, little by little, I realized I was still on edge. There were spots here and there, there were spots here and there on my body that hurt, probably because I had been so stiff with nervousness. Shion, who had changed into her uniform, brought over 2 glasses of iced coffee.
Here you go. Iced coffee on the house. This outfit sucks.
I feel like her other outfit would have been a better restaurant outfit.
Yeah. This is clearly the creator living out some kind of fantasy. She looks like a bug. Like it looks like an exoskeleton. It looks awful.
I kind of see the vision. I don't know, it just feels like non-committal to something.
Yeah, it's just kind of nonsensical.
Just bring this coupon with you to the register and it'll be no charge.
My patheticness really knew no bounds. But since she went through the trouble, I might as well take her up on the offer. Even though it started out as such a lovely day, I had to get carried away and do that stupid thing. I'd completely ruined it. But really, you really saved my hide there. I've really come to see you as reliable.
Even I was scared. But Kei-chan was in trouble, so I had to be brave and do my best.
While a little embarrassed by what she just said, Shion made a show of folding her arms boldly. Shion, really, thank you. I was thinking, Shion, you sure were. I really wanted to thank Mion. Wait, did I say that wrong? Mion, really,
You said it right.
thank you.
Now, cheer up a little. If you feel indebted, then when you have the chance, you should help somebody in need. Like, for example, if I'm ever in trouble. Please come and save me.
Yeah, of course. Foreshadowing for tomorrow, I guess. That's a promise.
You absolutely have to.
Taking advantage of my words, she seemed happy about my promise.
So if I'm ever in trouble, Kei-chan will come and save me. I hope trouble comes soon. Ah, you finally smiled.
She said as she smiled to herself, poking me in the cheek. A downtrodden Kei-chan.
A downtrodden Kei-chan is as good as an imposter. Come on, smile, smile.
But that tickles. But stop. Wahahaha. Thanks to Shion's meddling, I finally cheered up a little. All the muscles in my body that stiffened because of the incident finally began to relax a little.
When you're in a better mood, don't you get a little hungry? I'm kind of hungry, so I want to eat some pancakes or something.
You're really good at your job. You sure are good at your job.
Do you want some too, Kei-chan?
I wanted to show a little restraint, but restraint really wasn't my thing. That's why I replied without any. They're good, right? I'm pretty picky when it comes to pancakes.
Don't worry. Our pancakes have a pretty good reputation.
Do you like pancakes, or do you have to like drown them to taste good?
I like pancakes. I don't like syrup very much at all.
Oh, okay.
I just like them with butter, usually. Yeah.
Okay. Shion ordered some pancakes from a nearby waitress. An employee
Do you
ordering
have
from
to drown
another.
yours?
Yeah. I prefer waffles, like, on their own, though.
Oh, definitely I prefer waffle.
Or, I guess I wouldn't mind stuff on my waffle, but I'm the type of person to like, if we have Eggos, I'll just microwave them. Like literally, and I'd be like, good. Hey, thinking of that, wasn't Shion in the middle of a shift? She's just been slacking off while talking to me.
I told my uncle that you saved me when I was surrounded by who. It's rewarding you.
Oh, now it's acting up a little, but it's like, but it's as if you like
Oh,
lag.
Mike.
It's not like
Okay,
anything
let me-
crazy.
See, this whole time I've just been plugging and unplugging it, and that seems to work. I don't know what the larger issue, but
Faulty cable, I guess. I guess that would explain the beep boop bopping earlier.
Yeah. Better?
Yep.
So I have the manager's permission.
That's exactly the opposite of what happened. That's exactly the opposite of what happened. Is that alright?
It's perfectly fine. Ahahaha.
By the time the pancakes arrived, we had entered into a relaxed conversation. As the two of us ate pancakes, we livened the mood with some chit-chat. About what was on TV, celebrities, that kind of thing. Hobbies, food. Really nothing more than idle chit-chat. Talking together like this, I once again became conscious of Shion being a girl. Shion being a girl? Hey now, that's fun talk, Keiji Maibara. Shion and Mion are the same person. If there was anything different between them, it was only whether or not Mion admitted she was Mion. But given that, how come our conversation was this different?
Kei-chan, you don't think of my sister as a girl, do you?
That's something to bring up.
this like classic anime conversation.
Yep. That's not true. If she were a guy, I'd punch the living daylights out of her.
Jeez. I don't know why mine just started lagging.
Weird. You
What the
sound
F?
stable to me.
Yeah, I just mean the screen.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
I think the reason you guys get along is because you have that kind of platonic relationship. That's a pretty rare and enviable thing to have, don't you think?
I don't get what you're saying. But it really would be but it really would be a waste to treat her like a girl.
Whatever.
I just can't, I can't help but like cringe at that statement. I don't know, I just feel like I'm curious what conditions children and then going into their like adulthood or like teenagehood and then adulthood to like think like that. Like, are we just like getting
Yeah.
better at like, I guess just being more woke on like television stuff like that? It's like, hey, like you can look at the opposite sex and be like, yeah, I'm not trying to like hook up or anything. I don't know. It's like, it's kind of sad to be honest.
It is.
Hey, Kei-chan, that's sexist!
Good.
Yeah.
Tell him.
Yeah.
Hearing the word sex, hearing the word
This
sex,
is so funny.
hearing the word sexist was cause for introspection. What was I prejudiced against Mion and Shion for? Mion was Mion. She was the best friend a guy could have, no reservations, and head and shoulders above me when it came to club activities. If I had met her 5 years earlier, my life would have probably been a lot more fun. Of this, I had no doubt. And what about Shion? She was Mion's little sister, and it hadn't even been 3 days since we met. Her relationship was much more distant, as the only thread we had in common was that I knew her sister. And for Shion, it was the same. I was somebody she met 3 days ago, only because I was a friend of her sister's. The difference between Mion and Shion? Friendliness? Familiarity? Playing around with those unclear thoughts for a while, I had stopped listening to Shion.
Hypothetically, okay? Are you listening?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm listening.
This is just a hypothetical question, okay? Both me and my sister are in trouble, okay?
Who do you save?
We're dangling off the side of a cliff. Which one of us do you save? You can only save one.
She wasn't saying it to tease me, but had a playful tone behind her voice. But that's not a nice question. I want to save you both, but I can't do that, right?
Right. You can only save either Shion or Mion. Who do you save?
If it were Mion, I don't think she'd be in that situation in the first place. Is it something she could easily get out of herself? What about the normal, frail Shion? I guess I'd have no choice.
It's not my sister, right?
If Mion and Shion were different people, I suppose it would come to that. I couldn't confirm nor deny it. She should have been smiling, but her gaze was locked firmly to mine.
In other words, that's it, isn't it? My sister is... Huh. Sorry, I messed up what I was trying to say.
Shion was trying to talk in a lighthearted manner, but I felt that there was something more behind her words. Was Mion trying to tell me something through Shion? Not being able to put a finger on exactly what it was vexing. Shion, to hide her embarrassment, turned the conversation around.
More importantly, just now... Were you surprised? When everybody kept on showing up.
Of course I was. If it were Rena or Satoko, that would have been one thing. But for all those people, young and old together, they were all from Hinamizawa, right?
Yeah, that's right. Everybody in Hinamizawa is pretty close-knit. An enemy of one is the enemy of all. Nobody's going to look on from the sidelines. I think I'm lagging a bit. They're a pretty reliable group of residents.
If somebody is being picked on, then everybody unites to get rid of the bully. It kind of sounds like the Mafia or the Yakuza's brand of unity.
You shouldn't say something like that. It's something you should be thankful for. You were saved by that unity, weren't you? Never forget to show your appreciation.
I half-heartedly agreed. I knew full well I should be appreciative. Everybody is really close-knit, aren't they?
Maybe it's because of tradition? Hinamizawa has been in danger of becoming a ghost town on several occasions. There's been a history of the villagers uniting together each time to fight for the village's continued existence. For example, Kei-chan, did you know about the Hinamizawa Dam project?
Hinamizawa Dam Project? Wow. Again, it feels really late. Maybe it was as early as this, because this is still like chapter 4, but... yeah. Wow. Lore time. Let's see. I feel like I've heard somebody talk about it before.
The was a sudden proposal to build a dam here, which would have submerged Hinamizawa under...
Okay, now you're lagging a lot.
Really? Ugh.
We're like
Making
cutting
sense.
out.
I don't know why. Honestly, maybe it's just my Wi-Fi. Just
Hopefully we can just ride out to the chapter and call it. Or like the chapter close. Troubleshoot later.
Yeah. Is it okay?
Right now it is.
Okay, I think it is just Wi-Fi.
Oh, that story. I think I heard my dad talk about that. I'm pretty sure that plan was cancelled, right?
We made them cancel it.
Let me try something.
Okay.
I wonder if that refreshed your stream.
Maybe. Yeah, it looks a little better. Everybody banded together. So that was a well-earned victory.
Okay, that sounds a lot quicker. That sounded pretty much like the story I heard. The protests intensified to the point where it was featured in newspapers and magazines. As a result, the plan was suspended.
The whole story with the dam apparently started before I was born. At first, the proposal was only for exploratory, or a small dam to control erosion. But then the cat was let out of the bag. If it were completed, it would have been the biggest dam in Japan. Not just Hinamizawa, but several villages upstream would have emerged as well.
The protests?
Protests
Oh,
immediately began. Oh, I mean, you can read it if you want, though.
no, it's okay.
Okay. Petitions to cancel or relocate to the project were drafted and submitted to... They even went so far as to go to the Ministry of Construction in Tokyo to hand over a direct appeal to the minister. Previous landowners sued the government, stating there were inconsistent purchasing. The transaction should be nullified. Owners of yet unacquired land split their property, increasing the number of landowners in order to stifle the project. It was all very precious when the land acquisition was still about. Eventually, they started relying on eminent domain in order to seize land. It started at that point.
Okay, it's getting choppy again.
What the F? The riot police began to get violent.
Riot police? You mean the police? Why would they act violent?
They punched. They kicked. There was a time I was hit. Damn. Right around here, I think. My skin split open and a whole lot of blood spilled out. Jesus.
Jeez. Saying that, Shion indicated her temple by poking at it. What happened to the police? Filing a complaint against the riot police for police brutality would seem kind of strange for some reason. Naturally, they wouldn't pay heed to something like that. I guess this is being... You wouldn't be able to establish proof on who exactly hit you, and they could justify their actions by saying you were interfering with police duties. I think I got confused, because I remember with Oishi, there were moments where, like, regular, like, narration or whatever would, like, be taken over by, like, Oishi.
Yeah. My nana went off like a firework. Gugh. After that, it was amazing, like a full-scale war.
So, like, overstimulating. Like, the background noise. I don't think it's you.
Oh,
It's like an additional sound. I feel like it wasn't always there.
I only hear the music sound for you.
Okay, now I don't hear it anymore. What the fuck?
What the heck?
It was like,
Our
I don't-
stream is
it was what?
possessed.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I do hear a high-pitched thingy, actually. Part of the
Probably the music, yeah.
like a sparkly. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear it beeping right now.
Oh, I do hear it.
Okay.
I do hear it. But it's coming from the game, I think.
Okay.
That's weird. We weren't just going to sit by and idly fight. We went on the offensive. First, in order to call attention to the government, they filed a temporary injunction in court. Then, in order to gain public support, they called in... Why is it slow? What?
Here, I'll refresh stream for you again.
Thank you. They called in prominent scientists to state that Hinamizawa was a valuable nature preserve. They pressured the prefectural and municipal assembly, saying that the prefectural government ignored his constituents when he approved the project and demanded his resignation. He completely and thoroughly denounced him. Naturally, in Hinamizawa, the damn war began. In order to suppress the police's brutality, they coordinated with the network channels and exposed the violence of the riot squad members to the public. On top of that, they put together a special expose themed around the citizen and aired it nationally. It worked wonders. Following that, the SWAT teams had their hands cuffed. Is it sounding okay?
It is like choppy, but I'm like, let's just power through. I believe in you.
Okay. I think just my connection is bad right now. I thought it was a technical issue, but I think that's all it is because my
I don't blame you or
connection is-
anything. You're fine.
I am surprised though because my roommate isn't. I should be the.
Huh. I'm freeing my Uber is
after
on
day.
its way. Yeah. Go on. Sorry.
Day after day, the petitions and demonstrations. Propaganda was used to help garner support.
I have a filling and I can share with you too. Does the filling have no cheese on it?
Share with me.
Yeah, share
I'll
with
eat the
both
cheese.
of us. Yeah, she'll eat the cheese. Just the cheese. I'll eat the steak. I'm kidding.
Yeah, that sounds like a deal.
You're basically just having
Circle-
grilled cheese. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. Circle of support gradually expanded outwards from Hinamizawa. Either that bore fruit or the government finally decided.
I'll take it off just for you. Thanks.
It was announced that the dam project was indefinitely suspended just a few years ago. We did everything we could. The entire village banded together and fought. At that time, we were desperate. But now that it's over, it's actually become a pretty good memory.
It really sucks that you are like choppy or whatever, or like lagging out, just because I probably say nearly every moment we've had with Shion I'd say are like the best moments of Higurashi so far. Just
I'm
because
so
it.
sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just like
You know what?
there's
I
lore.
can switch. If I switch to my phone and play face, I can. So actually, give me a second. It'll only take.
Okay, to me. But yeah, like Shion's been like crazy helpful. She isn't being like secretive or anything like beyond like the MION stuff, really. But that's also like based on how much we're looking at it. They could just be innocently like doing their own thing. For all we know. But she's open, she's willing to talk to us, like as if we're like best buds. She's able to stand up for us. She's even like, I think the only MION influence could just be like MION just talks about him. So she's able to just proactively be like, hey, like, let me help out Keiichi and stuff like that. But Xion, like, literally, like, every time outside of, like, the initial meeting has been, like, a breath of fresh air to the whole, like, story. Probably my favorite, honestly, just because I think good things come from just her existing so far.
Wow.
Did you hear all my glazing?
Okay, how do I heard the beginning and the end of it.
I see you.
Another MION fan lost to Shion.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. At that time we were desperate, but now that it's over, it's actually become a pretty good memory. The villagers' feelings of solidarity and unity still haven't faded.
Shion said that as she focused off into the distance. I felt that those eyes weren't filled with anguish, but rather a sense of pride.
That kind of solidarity is pretty nice. You don't see it too often. Bridging the generational gap and unifying the region. Could have been Keiichi, honestly.
I think so too.
Oh, yep, sorry I stole your part.
No, it's okay.
I think so too. The dam project was a trial. I think that just the fact we were able to overcome it is huge.
The fear I was feeling until just now gradually began to fade. When people began to show up one after another while I was engaged with those thugs, I thought it was frightening. But now, I felt from the bottom of my heart that I had been right. The villagers prepared to defend their homeland to the death. The sense of solidarity that fostered. It might seem impudent to say this, but I was a little jealous. If I had been in Hinamizawa when the protest against the dam was going on, I might have been able to share in that sense of solidarity.
Mei-chan, you weren't here at the time, so I don't think you can fully feel the solidarity in the village.
I think the festival is a good, like, push towards that.
But everybody shares it. Thoroughly. Even with somebody who just moved here like you, Kei-chan.
She couldn't have been more right. So many people got together to help me out when I just moved here, even though they were strangers whose names I didn't even know. A hot feeling began welling up inside me. When I lived in the city, I didn't even know my own neighbors. I kind of feel that. Aside from, like, our neighbors complaining at each other, like, oh, like the construction racket or whatever. Like my neighbors are, like, going through, like, complete, like, house revival. Or, like, yeah. That used to, like, wake me up in the morning just because of how loud it was. I thought that was natural. But here, that was an absurd and pathetic thing. Even though I thought of them as strangers, all the other villagers viewed me as a comrade. Happiness and warmth. I was acutely aware of those feelings as they gradually welled up inside of me.
Sonozaki-san. The manager wants you to work the floor.
A more senior waitress waved her hand and called out to Shion. It seemed like it was time for work.
Ah, okay. I'm coming. Sorry. Looks like I have to get to work now.
It's fine. Thanks for hanging out with me. It was fun.
Oh, are you going home?
Yeah. My mom gets fussy if I'm not home by dinner time. It seemed that she would want to say something, but she swallowed her words. Like we hadn't talked enough, that kind of feeling. That's so cute. I love that. Looking at the expression, I regretted saying something that had disappointed me on like that. I was about to say that I could stay for a little bit longer when Shion got up from her seat.
Here. If you use the coupon, it should cover the pancakes as well.
Saying that, she showed me a coupon booklet as she tore out a few sheets and handed them to me.
Convenient, isn't it? It's a perk I get on top of my salary.
It's okay. I can pay for the pancakes myself.
Hey! Oh, it's like Chiaki. Hey! Being so reserved doesn't fit you, Kei-chan. If I were my sister, you would have gladly let me pay for it.
Speaking of Chiaki, once that game comes out, I'll totally hit you up. That'll be so
Yay!
fun.
Oh gee, so excited. All my faves coming back.
I have to play that game immediately. I refuse to get spoiled. She said as she left, gently stopping me from opening my wallet. Being told so with such an encouraging smile really resounded with me.
Sonozaki-san, sorry, could you take care of the register? Ah, yes, right away. Later, today was fun.
Why didn't you at least say it out loud? Yeah, what? But like, the structure confused me.
Yeah.
Shion smiled one more time at me. Oh, Mion. Thanks a lot for today. I owe you one.
If you really think that, then return the favor. I'm looking forward to it.
After I said it, I realized I mistakenly called her Mion. I didn't know if she realized it or not.
Oh.
Lazing around and watching television after dinner was part of my daily routine. It might seem like a waste at first glance, but you could say it was an important time when I was able to accrue knowledge of everything from politics to economics to various trivia. I guess it's better than what we're doing nowadays, like doom scrolling. Just because, like, I feel like it really hampers our time to just kind of zone out as well. I know he's like watching like TV and lazing around and stuff like that, but like I think giving her a chance to space out and de-stimulate is really important in this age. I kind of envy the cast for, I guess, being in a less stimulating environment, if that makes sense. Like if I lived here, like I'd want to spend a lot of time outside. After dinner was valuable time well spent, while the brain was at its most supplied with nutrients.
Maybe he's yelling at the TV.
You idiot! It's obvious that the Tokyo Tower is taller. Ah! Today I tested my knowledge of trivia by watching my weekly quiz show and yelling at the screen. Sitting in front of the television, I was able to get a lot of the answers right. But if I were actually up on stage, I'd probably fail miserably. Mom?
Sorry. Keiichi! Phone call from Sonozaki-san.
Which one? Okay. Sonozaki. That's Neon. I was a little late for her to be calling. I had a bad feeling about this. I had a hunch it was something to do with club activities. She was probably going to inform me about what we were doing tomorrow. This was MION we were talking about. Did we ever get the keys?
I think we did since we were there, right?
She might even go so far as to say we're doing club activities right now, so hurry up and come over. By the way, it was 8 p.m. Hello? No way we're having a club battle right now.
Huh? That's not it. I mean,
It was MION, but it was a very un-MION-like way of talking. Huh? Could it be? Sorry, could it be you're not MION, but Shion?
that's right. Good evening. I'm sorry for calling so late.
For MION, this would have been an ill-fittingly polite way of talking, but since it was Shion, it was natural. Even though they were both the same person, with a dry smile, I enjoyed that mysterious feeling. No, it's fine. What's up?
Kei-chan, do you like sweets, like cakes or desserts?
There was no way I hated them. I'm an unabashed glutton.
That's great.
Unabashed? Wow, we're just accepting it now after the freaking sympathy game.
Actually, there's a new dessert contest this summer.
Looks like they have a new dessert menu every season. Oh. So they were hiring taste testers for potential desserts.
The desserts at Angelmore have a good reputation. It's pretty difficult to get accepted as a taste tester. I'll get right to the point. Ta-da!
He's saying, ta-da, but I can't see over the phone. Still, could it be?
That's right. I have a taste testing ticket right here. If you don't mind sweets, how about it?
When you think how about it, you basically mean, with that ticket, I can eat all the new desserts I want? They say to beware of honey pot. This is sweeter than any pot of honey. All you can eat free dessert? No way. I miss all you can eat sushi. That's my all you can eat of choice.
If you're okay with that, I'll register you as a taste tester. When you come to the restaurant tomorrow, just give the person in charge your name. Then everything will work out.
When you say everything will work out, you mean all you can eat? For free?
Yeah, it's free. There's quite a bit, so I recommend you come hungry.
This is such a delectable opportunity, it was almost scary. I hope there's like eye candy on the screen. I wanna see some dessert. This is really Shion, right? It wasn't MION posing as Shion in order to beat me into a trap, was it? What am I saying? I feel like Shion's not gonna be able to come, so MION's gonna go instead. What am I saying? They're the same person.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're thinking, Kei-chan. You're thinking this is too good to be true, right?
I mean, I would never.
Snort.
I heard from my sister, but you're really somebody who can't tell a lie. Not averse to somebody like that.
Shion laughed with a voice that sounded a lot like how MION would laugh. It's not like I was intending on it, but it just so happens to
Oh, I see. Sorry. But it just so happens that my shift ends early tomorrow. If it's not a bother, I thought maybe we could spend a little time together after I'm done.
Your shift ends early tomorrow?
Yeah. So while you take your time eating dessert, I'll finish up.
Well, I didn't have any plans anyway. I don't mind hanging out with you for a bit.
It's not like we have to go anywhere. I was thinking we could cool off in the evening while we take a walk.
There was no reason for me to refuse. Out of courtesy, I might as well take her up on her offer.
By the way, Kei-chan, you and I have been meeting up every day, haven't we?
Now that you say it, I guess we have.
Since you said okay, we have an excuse to meet again tomorrow.
Huh? What was MION saying?
Kei-chan, your voice just cracked. What's the matter? Snicker.
It wasn't a video phone, but she could tell it was being read.
Well then, you should definitely come tomorrow. I'll take my leave here. Good night.
Good
She's so
night.
flirty.
She is. Wow. Shion finished with what she had called to say, ended the conversation without any chit-chat. When I returned to the living room after hanging up the phone, the TV was already off and my mom was sleeping in the rocking chair. Not feeling like turning the TV back on, I went upstairs and returned to my room. I've only been receiving favors from Shion, haven't I? She brought me a bento and saved me when I got involved with those thugs. She was supposed to be a different person, so I could thank me on at school. And to think that she'd probably just say she'll pass it on to her sister. I have to thank Shion directly. Tomorrow, I'll have to repay her somehow. That was such a pleasant chapter.
Aw, yay.
I guess you didn't get the full, like, gist of it, or, like, like, all of it, but I just feel like anytime Shion is involved, like, it's just, like, my favorite part of Higurashi. Like, she's so, like, upfront about, like, the dam project and how the community comes together. Like, I think she just explains the ominous side of it just very, like, yeah, of course Keiichi wouldn't know this sort of stuff. Let's not just, like, purposefully keep him out of the loop or whatever. And I guess it comes with the nature of, like, hey, like, at least in the friend group, they have a previous, like, member, I guess, like, with Satsuko's brother and stuff like that. So we're, like, a fulfilling, like, prophecy in that respect. But I don't know, like, I think, although he's like, oh, like the sweets, that's like too good to be true. I almost feel like Shion is too good to be true. Like, almost like MION isn't the one that's going to be like twinking like Rena did, but actually Shion would be the one that's twinking.
We shall see.
I don't think we'll see a MION twink. Maybe we'll get double trouble, but I don't know. I really enjoyed that. That was really fun.
Aw, yay.
Yeah, Shion. Can't really say much, but we'll get there.
Indeed we will. What are these for? Like, it makes sense later when our, like, choices matter, but, like, really? Like 100 different save files?
Yeah, in case you only play for like 30 minutes at a time, I guess. And you need to keep every slot. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Okay. Let's wrap up and call it a good night. 2 hours, so that's fine. Again, if I do another chapter, then we'll probably be here by midnight, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. I blame my yapping as well. I'm not oblivious to that. But it's fun. It's fun to pick apart things that I see in the media. But yeah. Thank you so much for being here.
Of course. Sorry about my connection issues.
You have an impressive, like, phone mic for someone with connection issues, like, in the...
Oh, it's the same mic. It's just now it's plugged into my phone.
I see you.
through this interface thing. Pretty nifty.
Very nifty. Thank you, Egan, for blobbing stuff. I think Flipper as well, for popping in whenever you could. I appreciate it so freaking much. If you're watching this retrospectively, hi. Thank you. I guess. I appreciate you very much for watching me. Again, we're building up an audience here bit by bit. It might feel like, I guess, like building block like 1 or building block 2 and stuff like that, but it feels good here. I feel like I'm starting to actually get like a rhythm going, and it's nice. It is nice. There's some like familiar happenings. It's really just like, I do miss raiding out to someone. I love the feeling of like being able to push the audience elsewhere to someone I know is reliable and a fun time. But yeah. Thank you so much to everyone being here, including Sammy and Beth. And I'll see you probably sometime next week. I don't know what's up with my voice. My throat. But hopefully it's like really comes and goes. So we'll see. If you're Canadian, please vote either this weekend or the next. Your vote matters. I am here, well, I am not. Bye.
Bye.